Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is the 16th of February. It is Thursday, 2023. Overcast, cloudy, rainy day. Getting a light sprinkle actually while I'm sitting out here making this video right now. But we'll tough it out, as they say. A lot of rain this morning. So this is, I have to show you before we get into this video, we'll show you my rain catchment system here, which works awesome. So I get my buckets. When one gets full, I just switch it out. I also have a bucket on the back side as well. So what I've been doing is I keep two buckets inside that I used for filtering water for the Berkey. That I use for washing up, and then as soon as I start to get low, I come out and replenish. I have a bucket of water here as well. So these are all fresh. So these two, this one here, the two in the house, and then I got one also on the other side. So I got about like 30 gallons of water that I'm rotating through. I do have other water behind here. I'll show you that. I have those 5 buckets there as well. But see that one is also full. So I got enough water. I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about it. And then worst case scenario, let's say we have an extended period of time with no water, right? Well, what are you going to do? Well, I have a 275 gallon tote that is completely full of water as well. So I'm not running out of water anytime soon. And we get plenty of rain down here, so I'm not too worried about it from that aspect either. All right. Get into the topic of this video now. Sorry about the delay. SNAP benefits. The COVID money, we had talked about this before, folks, that the COVID money was coming to an end, that the extra money that was put out there in all these different programs and all those type of things, that was running out, that money was going to be gone. 18 states have already ended the extra benefits for SNAP. 32 more states at the end of this month, at the end of February, 32 more states are ending the extra money on benefits for food for families. Oh, we're going to have, now the wind's going to pick up. All right, I'm going to go over here so we're blocked from the wind. Okay, so you can see me here. Hello. We have, I'm going to read this off of here, guys. So you have, at the end of this month, the extra benefits are going to be ending. It's going to be at least $95 less per month for people, with some cuts of $250 a month or more for some families. All right. You also, households with kids will lose out on an average of an extra $223 each month. So just to give you an idea of what's really happening, in the last year, from January of last year to January of this year, food prices were up 10.1% compared to a year ago, okay? So cost of food has absolutely gone up. A dozen eggs now cost more than a pound of ground beef for the first time on record. Something to think about here, okay? So let's talk about this. We have a historically high time food prices are right now. We have a lot of families very much struggling to feed their families. The extra money that was put out there for food was really helping people to get by. They're ending that. They're going to be taking that off the board. If you took the average person and said, okay, you're going to have $250 a month or less, or $250 less a month to buy food. Think about how big of a dent that's going to be for people. Now, yes, it was added in extra to help families out, but with the cost of food rising and continuing to go up 10% year over year from last January to this January, the cost of food is 10% more. So if you go back to the original amount of your benefits that you were getting before, and this is affecting 30 million people, guys, in these 32 states. So we're talking a significant number of people that are receiving help to feed their families. All right. This is a problem. This is absolutely a problem. It's going to affect a lot of people. Things are already bad. I was talking to a friend of mine today back in New York, okay? And they live in the city of Rochester. And they were telling me, they said, yeah, things have really gotten bad. There's a lot of robberies and carjackings and muggings and, people getting shot all the time. She said, it just keeps continuing to get worse and worse. She goes, I don't even want to go outside anymore. So what does that tell you? Okay. It tells you things are not good in any stretch of the imagination. And so there's a lot going on. There's a lot of bad things happening out there. And again, the reason that all these type of things are happening, especially in New York, is because they have that catch and release program that they get caught for a crime, they're booked in, they get fingerprinted, and then they either get released right away, or maybe, if worst case scenario, they spend the night in jail and they're released the next day. In most cases, folks, they're getting released right away with an appearance ticket. There's no incentive with that type of policy to deter these people from committing crimes. If you know you're not going to have to worry about things later on, who cares? So those are things that are going on, and these are policies directly put in by the people in charge in those states. New York State is a mess. I am glad I moved out of there. I am not kidding you. I don't miss it at all. I don't miss the nonsense at all, and I'm not ever going to. Anyway, a lot of people are going to be hurting trying to get food. So what happens when you can't get food for your family? What are you going to do? I mean, I want to hear your guys' feedback on this. There's a lot of people that are going to be hurting. A lot of people are going to be hurting. West Virginia is one of those states that is ending this program. I think New York is also ending the program. There's only one state that is topping up the benefits, and that is New Jersey. New Jersey is the only state that is keeping the extra benefits on there for their folks so that they can be able to have food and stuff like that. SNAP benefits are really beneficial. They really do help people. There's a lot of people that cannot afford to get out there and get the food, and especially with the prices of everything going up. It's a really tough time for a lot of people. So this is obviously, there's never going to be a convenient time for these benefits to end, but this is a really not a good time for people to be, oh, okay, sorry, you're back to what you were before, and oh yeah, even though that money before really wasn't covering everything, now it's more expensive, so it's not going to go as far anyway. Very sad situation, to be honest with you, in my opinion. I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on this. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Like I said, again, real tough situation. I'm going to jump off here, guys. I hope you all are doing well. I just want to give you this heads up that this was happening. I'm sure people that are on the benefits know. I don't know if everybody else knew or not. I think what you're going to see, in strictly opinion, you could see, not saying that you will see, but you could see an increase in crime because people need to feed their families. So I think it's going to lead, again, not saying it's going to, but it could, more shoplifting, more people trying to do what they need to do to keep their families fed. So tough times. Remember, folks, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we truly will be in much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I hope everybody has a great day. I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.